I'm so used to saying something other than I know it's a big years I'm just thinking about putting
先生に見えました。ちらっとそうで今来るために、初さんからメールが来てるんですけど、よかったです。一緒に見なかったよね。ここで来たの。そういうことがあるとか言って、なんかなくてもいいです。その前なんでね、親戚のね、どういう親戚？My toilet count the sticks are wrong, so I can't just
They don't have a date yet.
So I can just sit there and
Sometimes they have the
so I can walk so to see. That's why I get, how much is it? So only by myself. 子供はね、いや、来てるからです。
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to White River Buddhist Temple monthly Shotsuki Hoyo Memorial Service. Our service today will start with Sambujo on page 22, followed by Juseige on page 23. And during the recitation of Juseige, I will be reciting the names of the Shotsuki Hoyo families. You may come up to Shoko.
Can I have everyone please put your hands together in Gassho? Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. River Buddhist Temple's monthly Shotsuki service to remember those who have passed away in the month of March. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intention. May the beauty of the flowers offered teach us of life's impermanence. May the light that burns brightly teach us of a Mater's great wisdom and compassion. Please repeat the number 2 with me. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Shigeru Nishimura, Yasumi Kinoshita, Tadao Komoto, Kimi Teraoka, Tokie Nakai, Bobby Akira Tanabe, Benjamin Tsutomu Takeda, Toshi Terayama, Itsuko Funai, Satoru Kato, Stan Tsuchikawa, Steve Kato. And if there are any names I've omitted, you may come up to the show now. Now rise, please, if you are able, for the reading of the three treasures on page 3. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are listening. Where is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha? Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma. May we gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord and a life of harmony in the spirit of universal brotherhood, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Buddhist. Namo Buddhist. Namo Buddhist. Please remain standing for our gatha now. Namo Amiga Butsu on page 137.
Can I have everyone please join me in God's show? Please put your hands together about your hidden contemplation. As I read the words of Shakyamuni Buddha. The Buddha said to Maitreya, "It is difficult to meet the true teacher, hear the teaching, and put it into practice." Namo Buddha Butsu. Namo Buddha Butsu. Namo Buddha Butsu. Namo. Well, hello everyone. I'm glad that the weather has gotten warmer. As someone from California, it's not that I don't like the snow. It's more like I'm terrified of the snow. And so whenever I see it, possibly in the forecast, I freak out a bit. But that's the California in me. So today we are gathered here today to remember everyone who has passed in the month of March. Today is our March Shotsuki Hoyo, our March memorial service. And in this frame of thinking, I was thinking upon this specific section of the Larger Sutra. The Larger Sutra is one of the 3 Pure Land Sutras that we in Joshinshu Buddhists look towards for guidance. And this actually comes from pretty much the last part of the Larger Sutra. In this, Shakyamuni Buddha, the Buddha who lived in India 2,500 years ago, is speaking to Maitreya Bodhisattva. Maitreya Bodhisattva is the Bodhisattva who will become the next Buddha in this world. And in doing so, Shakyamuni Buddha states how difficult it is to meet a true teacher, hear the teaching, and then put it into practice. How hard is it? And so, in thinking about this, I was thinking of course, the term that I have used before as Zenjishiki, as the true teacher, the good teacher, and how difficult it is to meet this person. Or I should say these people. Because as I have said before, I think of all those who have passed as Zenjishiki. They are the people who have also walked this Buddhist path and have encouraged others to also walk the same path. And thus we are all here today because right now they are encouraging us to say, Namo Buddha Butsu, I take refuge in the meet of Buddha. And so, in thinking about this, I was reminded of the 8-Taiko service that happened last week. For those of you who did not know, the Buddhist Churches of America usually has a national meeting that they hold once a year, usually in February. And on the Sunday, at the conclusion of the service, they have an 8-Taiko service, which is a perpetual memorial service, in which they remember all of the members who have passed, who have dedicated their lives to the BCA, to the temples, to the community. And during the service, they had a musical presentation by the San Jose Taiko group. For those of you who know what taiko is, it is Japanese drumming. And if you come to Hoyo Born, I'm already advertising this. If you come to Hoyo Born in July, you will be able to see Japanese drumming. And I latched onto this because I actually played taiko since I was it was either the end of elementary school or beginning of middle school. So I've been playing taiko for a very long time. And so I internalize things by now, repeating it, especially rhythmically. I like to hit things. Again, it's been with me for many, many years. And so I latched onto this because they played a song that's been in the Taiko community for a long time. And this song is called Ajanika. Ajanika. And the meaning of this word, and I'll dissect it for everyone, is A is good. It's a form of saying good. Don't say A all the time. It's colloquial, and so it's nothing you should say. But A is good, Janai is isn't it, and then of course Ka is the question. So isn't it good? And this song was meant to be as a remembrance for all the Issei and Issei, the first generation and second generation Japanese Americans, who worked hard in America to make it easier for us to be here, and especially for the Taiko community, to be able to bring Taiko over from Japan to America. How wonderful it is, how great it is to be able to play this instrument that originated from a different country. How great is it? And so, as someone who has loved this song ever since I heard it, I don't know how to play it, but I do know how to dance it. And that is because this is the first Obon dance that was based off of a Taiko song. And so it started off at San Jose, Pennsylvania, and this song blew up, especially in California. And so pretty much if you go to a Obon in California, they will play Ajanika. And it is a really fun song. I do not recommend you playing it over and over and over again because you get tired really easily. But that also means that it's good for the teenagers because they get all the energy out. But Ajanika is such a great song because it not only brings together the drumming and singing, it brings together dancing, and then also the community around it. It's a very wonderful song. So if you actually ask a Taiko member who has been playing for a very long time, if they know especially the dance to Ajanika, they will tell you yes, because it is so widespread within the Taiko community that that song brings together that community. And isn't it great that this song can do this? Isn't it great? And so, in this form of thinking, I thought about all of those who have gone on before us, and how wonderful it is that they have gathered us here today. Because of what Shakyamuni Buddha said, how difficult it is to meet a true teacher, to hear the teaching and put it into practice. How difficult it is to meet that one person who tied you to them. How wonderful it is that you were able to meet that person. How wonderful it is that you were able to meet this person, and then you were able to hear the teachings because of that. This teaching, especially the Jodo Shinju teaching of saying the name Namo Amidabutsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. How wonderful it is to hear and say the word, the phrase Namo Amidabutsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Because this is something difficult to come by. It is something very difficult. In the same paragraph, Shakyamuni Buddha says, it is difficult to encounter and behold a Tathagata who appeared in this world. And Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion has shown us that every single time we hear and say the name Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, Amida Buddha is here. Amida Buddha is the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion. And at the same time that Amida Buddha is here when you say the name Namo Amida Butsu, all of those who have gone on by, who have passed, have come back through that name. They are the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who are with Amida Buddha. And thus, every single time we gather and say the name Nam Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, everyone who has passed, including the infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha, comes to us, and we receive them at that moment. As Shinju Buddhists, this is the teaching that we are taught. This is the practice that we are taught to say Namo Amida Butsu in gratitude to Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion, which allows us to meet with those who have gone on by, who have passed once again. And so, in conclusion, I would like us to put our hands together once more in God's show as we think upon all of those who have passed. And isn't it great that we were able to meet with them once more in the infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
Thank you, Reverend Cindy, for your Dharma talk today. Now please stand if you're able for the Gatha Doksa 2 on page 153. Now please turn to page 8 and read along with me the Daily Creed of Dodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. You may be seated. So we have some first-time, well, no, not first-time guests, but we do have a guest to introduce today. Is Reverend Castro, are you going to?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the new resident of your parsonage, and thank you for taking him in. Dave Weigel. He just arrived from a long trip from northern Michigan?
Southern Michigan.
Southern Michigan. Just outside of Detroit. Shows you, he should have studied harder in geography class. But I'll give you a little history, and you'll find out about Dave as time goes by. But Dave was, I first met him over 20 years ago, 20-something years ago. He was a member of the Spokane Buddhist Temple when he was in the Air Force, stationed at Fairchild Air Force Base in Spokane. And he became very active and really contributed a lot to the Spokane Temple, was on the board of directors, started their library, their bookstore, really was very active, had a number of beautiful pictures framed if you've been over there, very historic pictures, and they're around the Hoyo. So, but being in the Air Force, of course, he was transferred and stationed elsewhere. So he left and came to McCord, and he was coming to this Seattle Buddhist Temple when he was here in this area, and then was deployed to Iraq, and eventually he had a medical discharge. Is that the way you would say it?
Medically retired.
Retired from the Air Force and moved back to Michigan. But when he was in the Air Force, he, as a strong Buddhist, he said there was no spokesperson for Buddhism. And so he was able to, I was sending him literature to give to people who were curious about Buddhism. And so he took it upon himself to represent Buddhism while he was there in Iraq. And he eventually, he went to Japan, he visited the Honganji, and went to Hawaii eventually while still in the service, and met people in Hawaii. And so his journey has now taken him here. He is eager to study Buddhism and to work with Kusunoki Sensei in Seattle to become a minister's assistant. And who knows where his journey will take him. There are lots of options. So in a sense, this is the end of his journey. He came in from Spokane this morning. I can't believe I got here 15 minutes early. He was here an hour early and he came in from Spokane. And, but he is at the end of one journey and you might say the beginning of another. And he's very eager, enthusiastic. I know he will make great contributions to both White River Temple and to the Seattle Buddhist Temple, and who knows where his journey is going to lead him. So I want to thank Reverend Cindy and for the Sangha here in White River for welcoming him. And again, his name is Dave Weibel, W-E-I-B-E-L. Okay. Dave, welcome.
Are there any other first-time guests today? That's kind of a hard one to follow.
We don't have any first-time guests, but we have a couple of longtime members who are here.
Yes.
Jim and Ikuko Dorobara. And Clemento Takeda and her grandson Micah.
All right, great, thank you, welcome. Glad that you came. Are there any announcements today? Oh, okay. Well, there will be ukulele practice after service today. We have extra ukuleles if you want to join. All levels of talent.
This is the month of March, and as everybody knows, the BWA used to have a diaper jar that we used to collect change for diapers. And we switched that jar over to donations for helping with the Meal for Ray of Hope. But the month of March is March of Diapers Drive Month. And so we thought what we would do is if anybody from the temple would like to contribute either diapers or money for diapers, we will collect it all month and then donate it to the March of Diapers Drive. And it benefits a lot of different organizations in sort of the South King County, Tacoma area. And as everybody knows, diapers are expensive and they are not covered buy any kind of food stamps or anything. So if anybody wishes to contribute, we'll have a contribution box out in the foyer for the month of March. Or you can just, if you want to get diapers, and just drop them off here and we'll get them to the folks. So thank you.
We're looking ahead a little bit. So this is for the month of April, Earth Day. It's Auburn's Clean Sweep. And we're signed up to help, possibly at the Pioneer Cemetery or at the Veterans Memorial Park. So there's a sign-up sheet on the back wall. So please take a look at that. And like I said, we have time to do that. We're hoping at least 10, 12, 15 people would like to do that. And then something that we've had on hold for the last couple of years, 3 years, is the BWAT. And we always have a very pleasant and fun and time having the tea. And we're going to be doing that next month as well. So there's also a sign-up sheet for that. Another sign-up sheet in the back is for the months of April, May, and June. And that's for serving food at the Ray of Hope. So if any of those things interest you, please take a look and sign up. And when you take a look at the BWAT, remember it's going to be those beautiful little tea sandwiches that Shar is famous for now, and all of the rest of the beautiful food. So thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I am here to announce any going on in BCA/whatever that is religious in nature. Firstly, for here at the temple, I am doing, if you would like to, there's quite a bit of people already, but there will be a control workshop, and I still have the list. We've been pushing back the dates every so often, but the real date now is April 30th. Sunday, April 30th. After service, we will be holding a control workshop. And again, the control is the bell that we ring in the morning. Kendall was so nice to read it this morning, and he did a great job of it. Not saying that Ruth hasn't. She also done it too, and she's done a great job as well. I'm not singling anybody out. Everybody who has done it so far has done it well. But if you would like to learn how to hit the control for the opening of service, please put your name and email on this list, and I will send out a reminder email maybe a month before, and then the week before the control workshop happens, so that we could find more people to hit the control. Sorry, and then this next part, I'm going to do really quickly in Japanese. It's for a Japanese only service that we will be doing during the week. So excuse me, I will be speaking in my broken Japanese. Sorry. 3月16日にの午前11時に日本語保養をします。その日16日は指南書にのご命日だから、ちょっとその日に保養、一緒に保養をします。はい、多分それで合ってです。すみません。Okay, and then, so now on to the BCA announcements. There will be a seminar entitled The Benefits of a Life of Gratitude, Benefits of Shin Buddhism. It says part 1, so we're waiting for when part 2 will come out. But it's Saturday, March 11th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the guest speaker will be Reverend Dr. Kenji Akaboshi, with the moderator being Bishop Marvin Harada. So if you're interested in this, the flyer will be in the back, so you can take a picture of it if you would like to. And please register in order to be a part of that. Secondly is a seminar or a lecture, it says seminar, by Reverend Dr. David Matsumoto on Shinji. It will be Saturday, March 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I would highly encourage people to sign up for this because I heard that Dr. Matsumoto will be retiring next year, and so there's only a limited amount of time to listen to him. And he is a wonderful teacher. He was my teacher when I was going to the Institute of Buddhist Studies. So please, if you have time, go to the Shinjin seminar because Shinjin is a really big part of Jodo Shinshu, and I don't really talk about it too much because it's complicated. And so Matsumoto Sensei does a better job than me at explaining it. And thirdly is from actually not the BCA, but the Koi Honganji Council #2 seminar, and it is entitled The Great Undercurrent of Life. It will be Friday, March 17th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time on Zoom. And it will be, the guest speaker will be Reverend Dr. Takashi Miyaji. And he's a wonderful person to also listen to. He's very, very energetic, and I studied underneath his father. So that family has a lot of things to say about Jodo Shinshu. So all three of these seminar information will be in the back, so you could take a picture of it, so you could register for them on their respective days. And that's all of my, I think that's all of my announcements. So thank you.
Okay, so to conclude our service today, if you would please put your hands together in Gasho for our closing words. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others, sacrifice, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Buddhist. Namo Buddhist. Thank you for attending today, and please have a safe drive home, and please attend the ukulele rehearsal. I'm really upset.
I did it.